Hey, welcome everybody. I want to talk about lactation gadgets. And the first one I would like to talk about collectors. So a lot of people think, do I need these? I already have a pump, or I'm not even going back to work. Do I need these? I don't even know if I'm going to be leaking or not. A lot of things that go into deciding if you want to spend your money on this or you just want to pass it. So I will tell you, old school, people did not have these, obviously. So if we passively leaked, or if we leaked while we were nursing or whatever, and it did happen, not everybody leaks, but some people do, and especially in the first weeks and months, couple months maybe in. But if you're a leaker, what we used to do is we would just take the inside of our wrist and gently push in on our nipples. So it's almost like we were hugging our breasts, and that would stop the letdown. So if you wanted to do it old school, you always have the inside of your wrist, and you can always do that. You don't want to push too hard or anything, but just gentle back pressure. And you can use a cloth. I used to use like a diaper. I was a big leaker with my first one, so I used like a cloth diaper in the early days. But then it gets better and better until you're on a pad, and then you don't need anything at all. So if you wanted to do that, great. You've always got that option. If you wanted to explore some of these other collectors on the market, in modern days, these are some big ones that I've listed in this slide right here. So the ones on the left, Milky's, and then there's the LV Catch. So those two, as you can see, they're just kind of placed inside the breast. Inside the tank or the bra next to your breast, to passively kind of collect any milk that you leak, especially while you're nursing. Because when you nurse on one side, you may leak on the other side in case you have twins. So like when you have a letdown, it happens in both breasts at the same time. So a baby's little mouth is over there like swallowing and swallowing and swallowing, and this other one that doesn't have a twin, it just starts leaking, and like, hey, here you go, here's your milk. So at that point, if you wanted to, you could put one of these little catchers or milkies in there to passively collect what you can get out. Sometimes it's a couple drops, sometimes it's nothing at all, sometimes it can be ounces. So that is what those are. And on the other side, you see the Haka silicone pump and the Haka ladybug. Those two have a little suction to them. So it's like a little drawing out of the milk at the same time you're letting down. So the top one, the Haka silicone pump, it's kind of like a little hand grenade. It's like a suction cup. You squeeze it, you put it on your nipple, and it sucks there. It just stays there. So you can imagine with suction, it's going to draw. It's just like a constant. You don't have to keep pushing it on it. It's just like one constant suck, like a suction cup. It stays on there, and it draws out any milk that you get. The ladybug, on the other hand, it can be just passive, like it can be just put inside your bra like the Milkies or the LV Catch, or you can push in on a little bit and it creates some suction to adhere, or I guess attach to your breast for a little bit more suction. So if you wanted something halfway in between, I guess I would say the ladybug might be a nice option if you wanted, because you could use it for both the passive or like this, applying some suction to it. Some things to consider though with any kind of collector, anything that takes your milk out, is that it can quickly create an oversupply if you're removing too much milk day after day after day. So like if you're using this once a day and you're getting an ounce out, that's not a big deal. But if you find that you're using this 8 times a day, 10 times a day, and you're getting 2 ounces out each time, that's 16 to 20 ounces, or whatever the math is. That is telling your body that you have another baby and that you want more milk than you actually do. So that can pose some problems on its own with hyperlactation or oversupply, mastitis, plugged ducts, things like that. And plus, you got to carry this thing around all the time, or else you feel full, like you never feel any relief because your body thinks you have twins. So just be careful about that. And also, sometimes these things can draw out so much milk that the baby goes on the breast, and this collector's already taken 3 ounces out. Now the baby can be upset. So give the baby the first dibs at the breast. So you're going to put on these little contraptions on the side that baby's done with for that feeding. They've left off, they've moved on to the other side, then you can put that on. And then don't kill yourself with the suction on these. They can have some pretty good suction, so don't apply too much suction that it hurts. So I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions, please contact me on my website, babybelovedinc.com. Thank you.